Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a very warm welcome. The Christmas spirit on Dalal Street is fairly evident on the Nifty. Day is high. We haven't seen this kind of a market for a very, very long time. You have 25,979, while 25,900 is still with the bulls. You have about 1.5 hours left for the market to perhaps reclaim 26,000 and bring good cheer on Friday, which has been a very good end to a very painful week. Helping the Nifty on its way up is Bank Nifty, 200 points higher, 5,912. The early morning start on IT index was positive at a time when the Nifty was not as much strong as it is now, but IT has slipped in the red, and nevertheless the Nifty has gained up. So which essentially means that the underlying strength within Nifty components is fairly strong. Over the morning, as also noon and now close to the last 1.5 hours of trade, the advanced decline ratio is very strong. 1,922 shares in the green versus 800 in the red. So it's an easy 5:2. For every 2 shares that are falling, there are 5 that are in the gains. A sheet of green across the Dalal Street. Out of 19 indices, 18 are in the green. And the rallies led, ladies and gentlemen, by the Nifty Alpha 50, 1% higher. So midcaps are coming back to the fore. The small cap index is up 0.8%. Out of 100 shares, 74 are in the green. That's really good. The midcap index is up 0.6%. Out of 100 shares, 75 are in the green. These are very, very positive developments. And if you see the NSE 500, 360 shares are in the green. Now, is this uptick based on low volumes? Well, not at all. Look at Shriram Finance blasting through. Front page news coming in media today that its new buyer, Mihuzu, plans to invest $4.5 billion in the Indian arm and has already made a bid for 20% stake in Shriram Finance. 4.5% higher, fresh record high for Shriram Finance within the Nifty. Now, let's look at the Nifty gainers at the moment. There was a look earlier where you saw BEL amongst the top gainers. Let's look at that list again. Max Health doing pretty well, 2.7% higher, and Power Grid. Ladies and gentlemen, Power Grid is a stock that you need to keep an eye out on. 1.7% higher, 262. Why do I point out Power Grid? The PCR will fire a longer term chart of PVR Power Grid, and you will see the point of time where this profit making company is at. What you saw 255 yesterday was a multi-month low. We've seen these prices in March 2025. And why is Power Grid such an important stock to look at? Let me just give you the valuation parameters of Power Grid. This is also the second largest stock holding of Parag Parikh Financial Services firm. And the all-time high that you've seen on Power Grid will also come right there in front of you. Deep value stock available at a very, very reasonable valuation. Let me just get the Power Grid numbers for you in a moment. You know, sometimes data takes a lot of time to come in, and this is right there in front of me. Financials for Power Grid, yes. Price earnings 16, price to book 2.5. Dividend yield on Power Grid at this point of time is 3.5%. This is an immensely profit-making company at this point of time. And when you look at the 5-year valuation graph for PE, at the moment the PE is 16, as I told you, and the 5-year average median PE is 11.5. Let's look at the price to book. At this point of time, the 5-year price to book is close to each other. You know, 5-year median is 2.29. At the moment, the price to book is 2.45. The all-time high on the price to book is 3.65. And let's Now look at the all-time high right there in front of you, 365. So something which is at 365 is now, which was at 365, is now available at 252. Please keep an eye out on this one. And one more important thing that I wanted to highlight was the ownership structure of Power Grid. The top private holder is Parag Parikh Mutual Fund with 2.9% stake. Keep that in mind. That is something that you have to look at when you try and buy value at a certain point of time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was for Power Grid. Now I want to mark record highs in the market. Apart from Shriram Finance in the Nifty 50, there is Titan and there is Hindalco, which are making record peaks. In terms of NSE 500, ladies and gentlemen, Laurus Labs 2.3% higher, fresh record high. Ashok Leyland, no stopping it, 1% higher from the commercial vehicle space. A touch of gold and a touch of private banks. You have Federal Bank at 268, about 0.8% higher. 55 lakh shares have been traded. India Cement, who would have thought, 4% higher at 434.8. And Hindalco, as I've already mentioned, stocks that are buzzing with volumes and buzzing with gains. Tata Elxsi, 8.2% higher, very, very strong volumes coming in, 9 times the 5-day average. 13.25 lakh shares have been traded. Look at the way how the rally is getting into auto ancillaries, in particular Tyre stocks. JK Tyre, 6% higher, 486. Seat Limited, 4.5% higher, 3926. You have strength coming into Force Motors and Ola Electric from the OEM space. And of course, how can you miss the Pharma rally today? There is Wockhardt Pharma, 2.7% higher. There's Divi's Lab, 1.3% higher. All of them moving on very, very strong volumes. Let's look at buyers only, maybe a circuit, something that I can talk about. Ola Electric, I don't want to take this name, but at a 10% circuit, after a very painful time, you also have a 5% circuit on Apollo Micro at 237. So that's really good. And of course, strength which is coming into ITI. ITI is 8.8% higher at 320. So that's the state of play, ladies and gentlemen, in the market today. Nice shade of green across the Lal Street. Remember, I'll request the PCR to kindly show the long-term chart of the Nifty. We've had the retention of 21 EMA this week, which is a very positive development. You are ending Friday definitely above 25,900, which is a very, very big plus. And that essentially means that after 2 weeks of selling pressure, okay, the third week also looks bad, but nevertheless, you still have on a daily chart the 21 EMA, which the Nifty has respected after testing a low of 25,726. So from 25,726, which was seen yesterday, a base that was retested of the 11th December low, we are now at a high of 25,985 intraday for today, and the market is yet to close. So 726 to 985, it's a 75 plus 185, 225 point uptick. So that's good for the Nifty, and let's hope that better sense prevails once we move towards 330. With that hope, ladies and gentlemen, and with Christmas spirit round the corner, let's hope for better days in the last and penultimate week of the market for 2025. Thank you for watching. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to you on Friday. The shade is dark green on the Lal Street, and it's a very, very welcome change from the past 5, 7, 10 trading sessions that have gone past us in this very turbulent and painful month of December as far as markets are concerned. The Nifty now reclaiming 25,900 by the bulls. Strength in the IT space and strength in banking also helping the Nifty on the way up. Frankly, 2025